We are Group 4, and today we will report on the topic health benefits of mountaineering, advantages and disadvantages, and also the 5 greatest mountain climbers of the world. Each of us will share a specific part of this report.
The first topic, health benefits of mountaineering, I will discuss the advantages.
And I will discuss the disadvantages.
Imagine standing at the peak of the mountain. Your heart is racing, lungs filled with fresh air, and your mind completely at peace. That's the power of mountaineering. I am Baby Angeline C. Millar, and I'll be sharing the advantages of mountaineering. Climbing gives us a full body workout. Hiking uphill strengthens our legs and our heart. Carrying a backpack builds endurance, and balancing on rocky trails sharpens our coordination. It also helps us maintain a healthy weight while staying active outdoors. But it's not just physical. Spending time in nature clears our mind, reduces stress, and teaches us resilience. Reaching the summit gives us confidence and a strong sense of achievement, like proving to ourselves that we can overcome challenges. And socially, mountaineering brings people together, whether it's helping a teammate cross a trail or celebrating it on the top. It promotes teamwork and builds friendship. It also encourages us to live a more adventurous life than sedentary lifestyle. In short, mountaineering makes us stronger, sharper, and more balanced. It's not just about reaching the peak. It's about discovering our inner strength. And while mountaineering offers many advantages, it also has challenges we must consider. To explain the disadvantages of mountaineering, we have here next Jerica Maynarit to discuss the part.
Mountaineering is considered as an exciting and rewarding outdoor activity, but it has several disadvantages that need to be carefully considered. First is the risk of injuries or accidents. Mountaineering involves steep slopes, unstable rocks, and harsh terrain, which can increase the risk of falls, sprains, fractures, or other serious injuries. Second is extreme weather conditions. Climbers may face sudden weather changes such as heavy rains, strong winds, snowstorms, or extreme cold that can lead to hypothermia or heat exhaustion. Third is physical exhaustion. It requires high level of strength and endurance, and long climb can cause fatigue, muscle pain, dehydration, or altitude sickness. Fourth is high cost. Mountaineering can be expensive due to the need of specialized gear, training, travel expenses, and guide fees. And lastly, mental stress. Fear of heights, isolation, and challenging conditions can cause anxiety and emotional stress, especially if you are a beginner.
Good day, everyone. Today, I will talk about the greatest mountain climber in history, Sir Edmund Hillary. Sir Edmund Hillary was born on July 20, 1919, in Auckland, New Zealand. Before becoming famous, he worked as a beekeeper in his hometown. His simple life helped him develop physical strength and endurance, which later became important in his mountaineering career. He became world famous in 1953 when he successfully reached the summit of Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. He achieved this historic climb together with his Sherpa guide, Tenzing Norgay. They were the first confirmed climbers to stand at the top of Mount Everest. After this achievement, Hillary was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II, which is why he is called Sir. But he was not only a climber, he was also a humanitarian. He helped build schools, hospitals, and airports in Nepal to support the Sherpa community. And Sir Edmund Hillary passed away in 2008. But his legacy remains as a symbol of courage, determination, and service to others.
Tim Flynn Norgate was 89 years old. He was born in Namgyalwangdi and is also referred to as Sherpa Native. He was a Nepalese Indian Sherpa mountaineer. He was one of the first confirmed to have reached the summit of Mount Everest during the 1963 British Mount Everest expedition, along with Edmund Hillary and his awarded with Paparmita.
Today, I will discuss all about the two of them, Achille Compagnoni and Lino Lacidelli. On July 31, 1954, they stood at a peak of 8,611 meters as a part of massive Italian expedition led by Ardito Desio. We will not talk the two men behind the answer. First, we will talk Achille Compagnoni, a powerful climber and former sky hunter. He was known for his physical toughness, but later faced criticism for his leadership decisions during the final show. Second, we will now talk Lino Lacidelli, a younger, exceptionally talented technical climber from the Dolomites. He was the more soft-spoken of the two, though he eventually played the key role of the clarifying official version of events decades later.
Today, everyone, today I will report about Junko Tabi, the first woman to reach the mountain summit of Mount Everest and to climb the seven summits. To start, Junko was born in 1939 in Fukushima, Japan. Through a small and brave, she discovered climbing at the age pain and pursued it despite financial and social challenges. Next, in 1969, she founded the Ladies Climbing Club in Japan, giving women the chance to lead their own expedition in male-dominated sport. Her most famous climb came in 1975 when she led an all-female team to Everest. And after surviving an avalanche or a snow falling, and she reached the summit on May 16, becoming the first woman to stand atop the world's highest mountain. She later completed the seven summits and dedicated herself to environmental education, inspiring children to respect nature. Junko Tabi's guide to resilience and courage. She once said, "Do not give up, keep on your pace." Her story reminds us to rise above obstacles and reach our own summits. That's all, thank you.
Reinhold Messner, a highly acclaimed Italian mountaineer, explorer, and author from South Tyrol, born on September 17, 1944. He is widely considered one of the greatest mountaineers of all time, known for his groundbreaking achievements and his philosophy of traditional alpinism, which emphasized minimal artificial aid.
Famous Filipino mountaineers include Everest trailblazers Leo Oracion, Erwin Imata, and Rumi Hertz, along with pioneering women like Noel Wenceslao and Ferdinand Dayundor, who was the first Filipina to complete the seven summits. Other notable climbers include Dale Abinahar and recent achievers like Miguel Mapalad and Gino Panganiban.